Hello everyone, isa na namang guide sa inyo. This is a continuation to the instance series that I made last time. The Corsairs cabin is the second entry to the Heart Pedestal, which is more commonly known as the CC instance. This is a level 40 dungeon, and being an instance can only be done or completed within the 3 times a day instance slot. Para makapunta dito, just go all the way to the Criatura Academy, which can be found at Islud, and go all the way at the back at the academy, which you can find a Heart Pedestal. Another way to do this is to party up in the instance mode and select the appropriate instance. So there are 4 phases to the Corsairs cabin. 3 of them are mostly wave mobs that you have to kill in order to proceed to the next stage. The 4th one is the boss itself. Starting the instance, you may notice that this is a little bit trickier than the first because may mga mechanics that require you to move around, and depending on your experience sa instance na ito, it may prove difficult at first. This guide is here to show you what to expect with this instance and guide you through it. So the first phase is fairly simple, which is a wave of mobs attacking you. All you have to do is clear the waves and proceed to the next room. The second phase requires you to move depending on how you do this with your party. Ghosts will spawn at the center of the room, at pag na-clear mo yung last mob, it will trigger a ghost ship which can entrap you sa loob ng bubble. Some people lure all the mobs to the stairs so that they can just clear the mob and not deal with the ghost ship. Once the waves are cleared, proceed to the next room. The third phase is also a wave of monsters that you have to clear. It's very simple, as you just have to clear most of the waves that will spawn. Once done, proceed to the next room and you will meet the boss. So the fourth phase is the Drake, which is the boss of the Corsairs cabin. I will explain to you his mechanics now. The first mechanic to Drake is the ultimate water cannon. This mechanic will be the first one that Drake will do during the instance. If you are the receiver sa damage na ito, walk left or right from your teammates. He will do this 2 times, and the third one will be an AoE attack. I suggest if you are not the receiver to keep the DPS on him until the third one, then lumayo kayo ng konti para hindi masakit. Some people may find this challenging as they are instantly one-shotted. One way to avoid this is to move further from the Drake as to not receive the full-on damage. The second mechanic is Drake's Water Ball. Drake will target your furthest ally and he will then trap them inside a bubble and will take damage over time. To counter this bubble, all you have to do is walk over your teammate and the bubble will burst. So this is advisable that the closest person rushes towards the person inside the bubble. The third mechanic is a Water Shield. Drake will put a bubble around himself and summon 3 wraiths. If you fail to burst the bubble, Drake can heal himself. All you have to do is do DPS on Drake and you will break his shield. His wraiths don't really do too much damage, so you can just ignore them and attack the Drake. If you do feel that the wraiths damage you a lot, pot up and go nearer to your priest. I do not advise attacking the wraiths as you will need to focus on Drake to break his shield. By this time, Drake has already reached half of his HP or health, and the fourth mechanic comes up, which are the ghost ships. You may find this similar just like the one on the second phase earlier. All you have to do is avoid this and continue to damage the Drake. There are 2 ways that the ghost ships will appear: left and right, or by alternate. I will leave it to you, to your swiftness and awareness on how to deal with this, as it may take time to get used to it. Again, if a teammate is entrapped in a bubble, just walk over them. Pretty much it repeats from here until you kill the Drake. Depending on what difficulty mode you entered, the Drake will still have the same mechanics. He will just have a higher health pool on hard mode. Once you're done with the dungeon, you can reap the rewards and continue your instance runs. So that's pretty much it for the Corsairs cabin instance. I hope this guide has helped in some way. Like and share the video if it has helped. Follow and like the page for more guides. Thank you everyone, and I will see you in the next video.